Hey MVPs, Ricoknows here. Want to talk to you guys about win totals again. If you guys weren't keeping track, I just posted the win totals chart for 2024 futures bets. And I know some people don't think too highly of futures bets. You're guessing and you're trying to project on the next season. You also think, man, I could throw $100 on a game tonight. Why am I going to throw it on a game, or a season win total when I could be using that money and making it work for me now? Well, I want you to think of this as your tax return. And maybe some of you guys mismanage your money, and you probably need somebody else to hold your money all season. So let the sportsbook hold it all season, and you can collect it at the end when you win. I think we will win a ton. I think we'll be right about a majority of these teams. And I think Vegas is wrong about a lot of teams. They just are. They don't have the right assessment. They don't know what they're talking about. And here we are. So that's my 2 cents on it. Do what you want. Don't make every bet. Make some of them, the ones you feel comfortable with. If I can show you guys the chart, I just updated it this morning. I've never had it before, and now I have it, so bear with me. Let me pull it up here, and here you go. The chart is as follows. Let me zoom in so you guys can actually read it and see it if you're watching on Patreon or YouTube. First and foremost, I've only done about, 6 teams, right? I want to make sure I'm right. Yeah, the count is 7. So 7 teams. If you look over here, there's a legend. I'll pull it into screen here. Excuse me for a second. The screen there's a legend when you guys see the screenshot. The screenshot's on Patreon. The screenshot will be on YouTube as well. But there's a legend. Green equals lock. Black equals lean. Purple equals a value bet. And red equals let's change it. I had a change of heart after I posted the video. Probably shouldn't see too many of those just in case it happens. What can drive a change? Schedules, assessments, injuries, the spring transfer portal, things like that. So please pay attention when I do make a change, because there's probably something triggering it. So you guys see here, I've already assessed all these teams. Some of them are in green. That means they're a lock. The blacks are leans. Be careful when you're betting those. And then the purple is a value bet, meaning, hey, there's a chance it gets over, so it's just worth it to go that 116 as you see there for Cal. Same thing with Clemson. This isn't a value bet, although it is value. I also switched to the over, and I'm making it red, but I'm switching to a value bet. We're going to keep track of our record. What is our percentage on locks? What is our percentage on leans? And our percentage on value bets. I started doing this for UFC fights. If you didn't know, that's what we've been doing for UFC fights, and what we've been keeping track is I'm 14-6 when I make something a lock, okay, which is a pretty decent percentage, pretty impressive if you ask me. I believe that's 25 to 70%. 70% on locks. Then you got leans, 18-5, even better. I'm even better on leans when it's a coin flip. Okay, and then lastly, my value bets. That's when I'm taking an underdog to win a fight. I'm 8-8. So if I apply that to college football, if we're applying any bet that's in the plus money, plus 100, plus anything, I call that a value bet. Okay, any bet in the plus 100, we're there. Coin flips or pick'ems are here, and then my lock of all locks are over here. Hopefully, our locks start hitting a lot more often, and we want to stay relevant. We want to stay competitive with our leans for sure. And then the values, if we break even, remember, they're plus 100 money. So you're definitely, even at a break even, you're in positive units if you're betting 1 unit per value bet. Just simple math there. If you bet on these, we hit on a value of plus 105. That's not great. But if you bet on 2 fights at plus 105 and 2 fights and you missed, you actually end up winning just slightly more than your money. Imagine just the week before this, if I can explain it, we hit a plus 190 and a plus 215. Even if you miss the other value bets, the plus 100 here, it doesn't matter. You put 1 unit here, you just won 3 of them. You put a unit here, you damn near won 3 of them. And then you put a unit here. So you bet 3 units total, and you walked away with 6 units, theoretically, or 5 something. So it's just a way to talk. If you don't know what units are, you don't know how to bet, probably stay away from gambling. But all that to say, working on a futures chart here, you see it. This is not a typo. I believe in this over here. I believe in a 10-unit bet here. And I believe this is probably the best bet we've seen so far. Obviously, Colorado trending way up right now, 4.5, now going to 5.5, which is incredible because we haven't even gotten close to spring yet, and they're already pushing it. So if you bet the over on this, you got to be feeling pretty good. Okay, if you try to jump on it now, I still think it should be at 6.5. They just don't know what they're doing. More power to them. Alabama, I have the under here. It's a safe bet. You can take the value and go over if you want. I wouldn't even dare take the under on this 2.5. Boston College, the under, I believe it's a 1-unit bet. Cal, Clemson, and then I'm making my video today about Duke, and it'll be a 2-unit bet. This video was supposed to be about Duke, but I'm just going to make this video about the win chart itself, and I'm just explaining it to you guys so I don't ever have to rehash it again. I will post this as a video just talking about the chart, and then we'll get into the Duke video next. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows.